Peace be upon you. Welcome to the sixth section of the principles of insurance, and we review together the questions on the second chapter, especially the principle of the utmost good faith. Let's start with the first question, true or false. Number one, the general principles are applied to life and non-life policies. Disclosure in non-insurance contracts. The legal principles of insurance. These principles can be classified into two classes: general principles and special principles. General principles that we talk about, these principles apply to all classes of insurance, either life and non-life policies. So that question is true. Number two, the legal principles of insurance classified into two classes: general and particular principles. We just say our classification or legal principles can be classified into two classes: general and special principles, not particular. So that question is false. Question number three, caveat emptor is the legal principle governing most of non-insurance contracts. Disclosure in non-insurance contracts, the legal principle governing most of non-insurance contracts is caveat emptor, but that word isn't true. C-A-V-E-A-T, so that isn't true, but the definition is correct. Caveat emptor, let the buyer beware. Neither the buyer nor the seller is required to disclose any facts or information the other didn't ask for. So that question, because of that only word, isn't true. The question is false. Number four, the base of let the buyer beware means that the buyer is responsible for checking the quality and suitability of goods. Caveat emptor, as we say, or let the buyer beware. According to this principle, neither the buyer nor the seller is required to disclose any facts or information the other didn't ask for. That means the buyer is responsible for checking the quality and the suitability of goods before a purchase is made. So our question is true. Number five, the utmost good faith means to disclose all material facts. Disclosure in insurance contracts, the legal principle that governing the insurance contract is called the utmost good faith. According to this principle, all parties of insurance contract, the insured and the insurer are required to disclose all material facts relating to the contract. So that question is true. Number six, according to the utmost good faith, there must be a higher degree of honesty imposed on both parties to insurance contracts. We just say all parties of insurance contract, the insured and the insurer, are required to disclose all material facts relating to contract, where a higher degree of honesty is imposed on both parties of insurance or two insurance contracts. So that question also true. Disclosing is to tell the truth and to conceal material facts. To tell the truth and to conceal material facts. What we mean by disclosing? Disclosing is to tell the truth so that half is true and not to conceal material facts. So that question isn't true because of that word is correct. Answer is false. Number 8. The insurer must disclose all material facts about the subject matter of insurance. The utmost good faith applies to both insurer and insured. Insurer is the company for insurance. It's more exhausted on the insured as who has all material facts about the subject matter of insurance. So the insured, not the insurer, must disclose all material facts about the subject matter of insurance because who has all material facts. So that phrase is also false. Number 9. According to the utmost good faith, if there were changes after inception, the insured should disclose the insurer. According to the utmost good faith, if there were changes after inception, the insured should disclose the insurer. Answer is true. The duty of disclosure starts from beginning of negotiations and continues until the contract is in force. However, if there were changes after inception, the insured should disclose them. Number 10. The color of the building is a material fact in fire insurance. A material fact, a fact that would influence the judgment of the insurer in assessing the risk to decide to accept or decline the coverage. If accepting, to what terms and conditions. Examples of material facts in fire insurance: the construction of the building, the nature of its use, and the availability of firefighting equipment. So the color of the building isn't a material fact. Our answer is false. Bad habits such as drinking and smoking are material facts in motor insurance. In motor insurance, material facts are the type of vehicle, the purpose of its use, the age of the vehicle, and driving record. In marine insurance, nature of good and the marine road. And life and health insurance, the material facts are age, occupation, and medical history, and bad habits. So bad habits is one of material facts, but in life and health insurance. So answer is in true or it is false. Number 12. A car engine modified to make it faster is a fact must be disclosed. Facts must be disclosed are a full description of the subject matter of insurance, such as the construction of the building or its location, previous accidents and loss, previous insurance and claims, any other current increase policies, if any other insurer have earlier declined to insure the property and why, any facts that may increase the degree of the normal. For example, a car engine modified to make it faster. So, answer is true because any facts that may increase the degree of risk than normal, it's a fact must be disclosed. Let's see the second question. Choose the correct answer. Number 13. All of the following are facts must be disclosed except we just say number 1, a full description of the subject matter of insurance, such as the construction of the building, the nature of its use, hazardous goods in the storage facility. So it's one of these facts. A part of the building is being used for storage of inflammable materials. We just say that any fact may increase the degree of risk than normal. It's a fact or material fact must be disclosed, like or such as part of the building is being used for storage of inflammable material. So it's one of these facts that must be disclosed. Fail to notice hazardous features of the subject matter of insurance. It isn't a material fact that must be disclosed, or it's a fact needn't be disclosed. It's fact that the insurer failed to notice, so it's a fact needn't be disclosed. So our choice must be number 3. 3 only. Our choice, correct choice, is C. Number 14, the existence of a good firefighting system in the building is a material fact must be disclosed. Is a material fact needn't be disclosed. Isn't a material fact. Facts needn't be disclosed, like facts flow, facts of common knowledge, facts of public knowledge, facts that lessen risk. For example, the existence of a good firefighting system in the building. So, the existence of a good firefighting system is a fact or material fact needn't be disclosed. Our choice will be number P, 2 only. Number 15, preaching means. Preaching means a breach of duty of utmost good faith. Can take one of these examples or forms: non-disclosure or misrepresentation. So breaching has 2 forms: non-disclosure or failure to give material information. So non-disclosure or failing to give material information is breaching. Also, misrepresentation or the giving of false information. Isn't? So, giving false information or misrepresentation is a form of breaching. Our correct answer will be C, 1 and 2. Number 16, all of the following are types of breaching except breaching or the breach can take one of 2 forms: non-disclosure. Okay, so non-disclosure is one of these forms. fraudulent misrepresentation, the breach, it was non-disclosure or misrepresentation, could be also a fraudulent breach or a non-fraudulent breach. Both classifications can be combined to produce a four-fold categories as follows. Fraudulent misrepresentation. So fraudulent misrepresentation is also a type of breaching. And non-fraudulent misrepresentation and fraudulent non-disclosure. Finally, non-fraudulent non-disclosure. We said types of breaching: non-disclosure, misrepresentation, fraudulent breach, and non-fraudulent breach. Fraudulent misrepresentation, non-fraudulent misrepresentation, fraudulent non-disclosure, and non-fraudulent non-disclosure. These considers types of breaching. Our answer should be 1 and 2 and 3, or all of these choices. Number A, 1 and 2, 2 and 3, 1 and 3. Our answer should be D, none, because all choices is correct. Number 17 is an omission to give material facts to the insurance company done either innocently or negligently. Types of breaching: a non-fraudulent breach committed innocently or negligently rather than fraudulently. Fraudulent misrepresentation, an act of fraudulent giving false material facts to the insurance company. A non-fraudulent breach, fraudulent non-disclosure, fraudulent non-disclosure, a fraudulent omission to give material facts to the insurer company. 2 isn't true. A non-fraudulent non-disclosure is an omission to give material facts to the insurance company done either innocently or negligently. So, breach, non-fraudulent or non-disclosure is an omission to give material facts to the insurance company done either innocently. Our answer will be C. Is a breach committed innocently or negligently rather than fraudulently? We just say that a fraudulent breach non-fraudulent breach is a breach committed innocently or negligently rather than fraudulently. Non-disclosure is a failure to give material information. Misrepresentation is the giving of false information. So our true answer is B, non-fraudulent breach. A breach committed innocently or negligently rather than fraudulently. Question number 90. The insurer refuses to pay the claim of the insured when he discovered breaches at the time of occurring loss. The consequences of breaching: when the duty of the utmost good faith is breached, the decision is taken by the insurer rely on the timing of discovering the breach. If discovering breach before occurring loss, the insurer can cancel the contract from the very beginning, almost as if it never existed. That's a case. Another case, charging additional premium. A third case, imposing additional terms on the policy. The fourth case is ignoring the breach and continue with the insurance. So, to refuse to pay the claim isn't one of these cases. Discovered breach at the time of occurring loss, the insurer can refuse to pay the claim and cancel the contract. So, it's one of these cases. Our correct answer is I only. The insurer refuses to pay the claim of the insured when he discovers breaches at the time of occurring loss. The last question, if the insurer discovers breaches at the time of occurring loss, he can refuse to pay the claim and cancel the contract. It's true. Refuse to pay the claim and continue with the insurance. It's one of these cases. Charging additional premium. No. It is one of the cases of if he discovered breaches before occurring loss. So the other cases of if the insurer discovered breaches at the time of occurring loss, he refused to pay the claim and cancel the contract, or refused to pay the claim and continue with the insurance. The third case, refused to pay the claim and impose additional terms. And finally, the fourth one, refused to pay the claim and charge additional premium. So charging additional premium without refusing to pay the claim isn't one of these cases, but it's one of the cases of discovering breaches before occurring a loss. So our true answer is 1 and 2. Number C is 1 and 3. Sorry, it's 1 and 3. Our true answer is A, 1 and 2. It isn't the correct answer. Number A is the correct answer. Refuse to pay the claim and cancel the contract. Refuse to pay the claim and continue with the insurance. Number 1 and number 2. Number 3 isn't true. So 2 and 3 isn't true. 1 and 3 isn't true.